dear students, the math teachers of class 1 welcome you all to this session. In the online class, we learnt the concepts adding on the abacus, vertical addition and addition sentences, that is story sums. Let us first learn the concept adding on the abacus. This is an two-spike abacus tool. As we learned earlier, the abacus has two spikes. The left spike is for tens and the right spike is for ones. Let us learn how to add the numbers on the abacus. We can add the numbers by drawing beads on the abacus. Let us add 3 and 5 on the abacus. We know that 3 is equal to 3 ones, 5 is equal to 5 ones. So, we add 3 beads on the one spike and 5 beads on the one spike. Now, we shall count the number of beads all together on the one spike. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. There are 8 beads on the one spike. We read it as 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Let us take one more example. We shall add 13 and 2 on the abacus. We learned that 13 can be written as 1 10 and 3 ones. So, we add 3 beads on the one spike and 1 bead on the 10 spike. Next, we can write 2 as 2 ones. So, we add 2 beads on the one spike. Let us count the number of beads on both the spikes. The 10 spike has 1 bead, so we write as 110, and the 1 spike has 5 beads, so we write it as 5 ones. 110 and 5 ones makes 15, so we write it as 13 plus 2 is equal to 15. Let us move on to the next concept, vertical addition. We add numbers by writing one number below the other. This way of adding is called vertical addition. Let us learn the concept of vertical addition by counting the number of objects. Let us first add 5 plus 4 by drawing the objects. We first draw 5 balloons and 4 balloons. Now let us count the number of balloons. We get 9 balloons. So we say 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Let us learn the concept of vertical addition by counting numbers forward. We shall add and write the sum. Here we have 6 plus 2. The first number 6 is kept in the mind and the second number of fingers should be kept up, that is 2 here. Now we read it as 6 in the mind and 2 fingers up after 6, 7, 8. So we reached the number 8. We can say that 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Let us move on to the next example. Here we shall add 7 and 5. We shall keep 7 in the mind and 5 fingers up. After 7 we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We reach the number 12. We say that 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. Next, we shall add 8 and 1. We keep 8 in the mind and 1 finger up. After 8, we have 9. Therefore, we say that 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. Let us move on to the next concept, addition sentences. Story sums. The first example says, there are 5 yellow buckets and 2 blue buckets. How many buckets are there in all? To find the total number of buckets, we have to add 5 yellow buckets and 2 blue buckets together. So let us add 5 and 2 as 5 in the mind and 2 fingers up. After 5, 6, 7. We reach the number 7. So we can say that there are 7 buckets. We read it as 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Let us move on to the next example of story sum. There are 4 blue colored books and 2 red colored books. How many books are there in all? To find the total number of books, we have to add 4 blue colored books and 2 red colored books together. So let us add 4 and 2 as 4 in the mind and 2 fingers up. After 4, 5, 6. So we can say that there are 6 books. We read it as 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. Children, hope you all have understood today's concepts. Thank you. Have a nice day.